Island, Lagos. I'm Maryann Okon, and we're starting off with the big weekend. The weekend was pregnant, and the new week has given birth. Big stories, yes, these are the stories we're looking at today. On the 4 o'clock hour on Checkpoint, I had my own experience with the crazy police officers that guard the Indians on Itmiyang. Oh, I gave it to them hot. We'll talk about it. Because I think that we're still enslaved, especially our police and police officers, because I don't think a soldier would act that way. But the police officers are... It's a shame, really. It's a total shame. I'll talk about that later. But then on the 5 o'clock hour, former IPAC national chairman joins me and former national chairman of CUPP. And we talk about the exit of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu and, of course, the nomination of Professor Amupitan. It's going to be a great conversation on the 5 o'clock hour. What should we be looking forward to? Welcome to Hard Fact. As usual, you know how we start off the show. Let's get into it.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shego Arinze.
The big weekend.
It is the big weekend on Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Like I said earlier on, we're broadcasting live from our artificial studios right here in Itimi Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Maryann Okon. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can be part of the conversation on X. Use the hashtag Hard Facts, and most importantly, you can join the conversation on our WhatsApp. It's 0809-5975-805, 0809-5975-805. If you're listening to us from outside of the country, you want to be part of the conversation, you're allowed to call. Only those in the diaspora are allowed to call on 0809-5975-805. Let's get into the business, shall we? Disquiet in the PDP over Mbah and Diri's plan to move to the APC. Apparently, for the Enugu State Governor, that's not news because we all know about it. It's public information that he's moving. In fact, there've been several other people who have other governors within the PDP that have been fingered to want to join the APC. And so, I don't know. Let me just give you the background and then we'll get into it, shall we? I'm in a hurry today. I don't know why. Ahead of the planned defections of Governors Peter Mbah of Enugu State and Diri of Bayelsa State to the ruling All Progressive Congress, there is disquiet in both states. Mbah and Diri, who were elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, have reportedly concluded plans to dump their party and pick up the broom. They're expected to do so on October 14. However, Vanguard newspaper gathered that the defections may be delayed due to the crisis that erupted in the Enugu APC over the weekend. Now, see what's going to happen. Let me preempt, the conversation. And that's what will happen if the governor of River State also decides to go to the APC and Wike also decides to go to the APC. There have been people who have constantly retained the structure in the APC in those states and have worked tirelessly to make it what it is. The moment a governor moves to that party, it means that the structure goes to them. That is why there's going to be a lot of problem in Bayelsa and Delta State. In fact, Delta is having its own fair share. What's his name? I think it was former Deputy Speaker Omagege, was in charge of the structure in the APC in Delta. And then all of a sudden, Obevo, you know what his name is, decides that he's going to join the APC. Of course, the structure now has to go under the governor. There will never be peace in that party. And that's what's happening in Enugu. But let's leave Enugu and talk about Bayelsa. In Bayelsa, Diri's planned defection to the APC has elicited reactions from stakeholders in the predominantly Ijaw-speaking state. While some defended the move, saying it will align the state with the APC-controlled central government, such as attract more federal patronage, others dismissed it as a self-serving move, wondering the difference it would make in a state that's dominated by the PDP in the last 26 years, with the latter at the center for 16 years. But my question, if you ask me, my question about these defections is, whose purpose or interest does it serve? Let's move away from that. Let's talk about ASUU, and then we'll talk about all these pardoning and, you know. The Guardian newspaper here says ASUU strike. Where is it? Federal government threatens lecturers with no work, no pay. Now, as a 2-week warning strike by the Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities, ASUU commences. I think it commenced yesterday. The federal government has warned the union against disrupting the academic calendar, insisting that no work, no pay policy will be enforced if lecturers fail to resume duties. In a statement issued by the Director of Press and Public Relations at the Ministry of Education, Folashade Boriowo, the Ministry of Education, Dr. Tunji Lausa, reaffirmed the government's commitment to constructive engagement aimed at achieving a lasting resolution of issues affecting the university system. Lausa maintained that the government has shown sincerity, patience in its dialogue, it says, with the union, noting that virtually all concerns raised by ASUU has been addressed. And I'm thinking to myself, if they have been addressed, why is ASUU going on strike? Well, ASUU is saying that, look, government is saying that, some of these things were not ratified, so some of these things were not signed, etc., etc. Whether it be the Tinubu administration or the previous administration, they had a deal. And the government, whoever be on that seat, has not stuck to it. And so they're going on strike, forcing the hand of government to do the right thing. And I'm thinking to myself, why is it taking so long, though? I lost almost a whole school year, academic year, to strikes when I was in the university. And in 2025, we're still having the same conversation. There is no progress. Don't tell me anything. There is no progress. If we're still having to deal with the same things that ASUU was asking for in 2009, 2004. Oh gosh. How do we want to be a developed nation? I don't know. Let's quickly move on to Mr. President's pardoning of some interesting persons. I just want to take reactions to, these pardons. Most importantly, Maryam Sanda, who was convicted of killing her husband in 2020, was released. Also, there's a list of a lot of drug-related crimes. I must say, shout out to former military administrator of Lagos State and now head of the NDLEA, Mr. Buba Marwa. I don't know how he feels right now, because we're dealing with a drugged up population. We have a drugged up generation. We're dealing with that. But our president is very excited to pardon these guys. What exactly would be going through the mind of Mara right now as we speak? But here's what Atiku Abubakar had to say about it. So there's something they say in my language. I won't say it today. Atiku criticizing, and he's one of the many, including the ADC, who have actually criticized Mr. President on this particular one. He says Tinubu's style of presidential pardon emboldens criminality. The former vice president described the recent presidential pardon by President Mohamed Tinubu as a reckless act that emboldens criminality. In a post on social media, he said, as expected, the development has provoked outrage across the nation. But are you outraged? Do you think the president did the right thing? I mean, does it bother you that Farouk Lawan has been set free or pardoned? Does it bother you that Maryam Sanda has been pardoned? Or Herbert Macaulay or Yogoni 13? Or a guy who smuggled cocaine into the country? Does it really bother you? I'm just sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but it's just, I'm thinking, does it bother you? Are you satisfied with what the president has done? Does it bother you in any way? Because I'm interested. The ADC is saying you can't fight drugs and free traffickers at the same time. It doesn't make sense, Mr. President. So for those of you who are criticizing the president, do you think that this prerogative of mercy could have been put to better use? And what use would have, who are the people that should have made up that list to start with? Or those who should not ever be found on a list where there's a prerogative of mercy? But just to give you some background, guys, because I don't want to go into it fully. When we talk about politicizing that prerogative of mercy, it happened under Jonathan. It happened under Buhari. Buhari, just before elections, he released Joshua Diri. He released, what's the other one? Jolly Nyame, the interesting pastor politician. Jonathan released Alameseya. He pardoned him. So, should we be criticizing Tinubu? Just a question. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. You could join the conversation. On WhatsApp, it's 0809597585. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Post your comment on our live stream. What are your thoughts on these stories? Most importantly, ASUU, Mr. President's prerogative of mercy, and Enugu and Bayelsa governors getting ready to pick up the broom. Let's talk. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryam.
Good afternoon.
Good day. Yes. See, it has been happening like that. But this one is worst of. Why? Our youth are dying and going mad by the day. This is not called for at all. If you ask me, Alamesia's case is a different thing.
Sorry, how is it different? Excuse me, how is it different? He stole from the people, the people's commonwealth. Yes. How is it different?
No. Yes, the difference now is he stole from the people. Remember, the people did not feel it directly. But now, drugs, Habba Maryam. If you should come to Gowan Estate, you pity the youth there. Handsome looking things. Drumming, looking for what to smoke. One told me, please, money to eat. I said, come, will you smoke that again? Say, nobody dared stop him from doing that. Imagine that. I beg. Sometimes they'll just come, pack them, fool their Black Maria or what, and go with them. Just give them a ride. After a while, they release them. What are they fighting? Is it that, or you want to tell me that these people he released are,
okay, all right,
his members? I wonder.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. But a crime is a crime, isn't it? Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryam.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ambrose.
Go ahead.
Maryam, you see these people, all they say they don't care about us. You know, their children don't school here. So it doesn't matter.
I'm so sorry, Ambrose. I have to go on this break.
After this. Good tasting food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
Ibuka capsule full brand. Anytime pain they around. If pain won't show in power, 3 in 1 day. To knock and power. Ibuka pain for body, pain from fever. That's why I carry up always. Ibuka hammer then I wear. Ibuka they buy me always. Ibuka before you always.
After 3 days, if body no tranga, go see Dr. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited them market am.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria Tandagdiba with Ibuka.
No buy am. But why? No see say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal.
Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
How do we make our cooking come alive, oh? For that tasty meal where you like, oh. I mean, you won't cook food to impress, oh.
Whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepper Terra.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Well, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This November, the Battle of Voices returns. Lagos's brightest secondary schools step into the arena. Each one daring to say, I beg to differ. On November 10th, the season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament begins. Passion, logic, and wit will collide, but only one school will claim the crown. I Beg to Differ Season 9, not just a debate. It's a war of words. Who will rise? Who will fall? Who will be champion? November 10th, 2025. Lagos's voices. Lagos's future. Nigeria's best of the best. The best. For sponsorship inquiries, email info@nigeriainfo.fm. That is info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ. The Tournament of Champions.
Ibuka capsule full brand. Anytime pain they around. If pain won't show in power, 3 in 1 day. To knock and power. Ibuka pain for body, pain from fever. That's why I carry up always. Ibuka hammer then I wear. Ibuka they buy me always. Ibuka before you always.
After 3 days, if body no tranga, go see Dr. Na Shalina Healthcare Limited them market am.
Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria Tandagdiba with Ibuka.
Mom's love is pure. It flows no cheetah. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's yummy fries cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil, tasty. Golden Terra oil, nourishing. Golden Terra oil, Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden Terra oil helps mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
The Voices that speaks the truth. Live from the heart of the conversation.
I think there's nothing that has strained our nerves like this concept of unity.
The politicians who are pushing out this narrative, they are not tribalistic, but they are making you tribalistic.
Nigerians have expressed outrage over the certificate forgery by Nigeria's Minister of Science and Technology.
Same-sex marriage. Church of Nigeria rejects election of new Archbishop of Canterbury.
That the people that are killed in the Boko Haram or terrorism across this country are only Christians. That is unfair.
We are complaining. Election will come. We will still collect 1,000 naira and still vote for the same people.
Gas was to be sold by Dangote at 800 naira. It's all these gas dealers that block it.
Match your actions or match what you are saying with reality.
Stay with us. More coming up on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. This is Hot Fact with Maryann Okon. This is Hard Facts.
Yes, it is, and it's on the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station. We are broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Maryann Okon. Thanking you for joining us. We're looking at the big weekend stories. In case you're just wondering what these stories are, there's been some sort of disquiet in Enugu and Bayelsa State as the governors are gearing up to pick up the broom and join the APC. Well, there just might be trouble in paradise, but especially for Enugu State, there was some disquiet within the APC because they're like, come to where? Also, Atiku Abubakar is chiding Mr. President and his list of pardonees. I don't think there's any word like that. I just used it loosely. Anyway, also, the ADC is saying to the president that, look, you can't be fighting the war against drugs and on the other hand, pardoning these drug peddlers. We need to set a good example. And of course, ASUU is daring the federal government and proceeding on a warning strike. In other words, let's see who budges first. Join the conversation 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. Don't forget, I'm asking the simple question. Is Mr. President, or could Mr. President have used his prerogative of mercy differently? And what way would have pleased you? The person who's saying, well, I don't like this list, it doesn't make sense. And I wonder what's going on in the mind of Mr. Marwa now as he's fighting against drug. Don't forget, we have a drugged up nation, and our kids, even in primary and secondary schools, are being sold drugs to. Maybe the timing was bad. Is there something that we don't know? And of course, these defections, whose purpose and interest do they serve? Let's go. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Post your comments. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Maryann. Yeah, good afternoon. You have to tell your family, Keja.
Go ahead.
Number one, let me answer this question. The president would have done, another president would have done better. You understand? Yes, the law allows him to do all that he has done. And as far as I am concerned, I am indifferent because that is what our country wants. That is what our society
Sorry,
wants.
Sorry, where did you carry out this poll that the country told you that this is what they wanted?
That is your law. That is your law.
No.
The right of prerogative of law.
Yeah, prerogative of mercy, but then should the prerogative of mercy, I mean, I listened to Joyce when she explained what it is and what it entails.
Yes,
so when you say this is what the country wants, I don't understand what you mean.
I hope you give me time to talk the way because you are interjecting me, and I know you're 1 minute.
No, I'm asking you now. Answer the question. Leave the hope.
The question. See, it's straight. It's nothing like emotion. He is a politician, and anything political opportunity is going to gravitate towards it, and it's so bad for the country, and doesn't mean that there's no justice anywhere. Because what it means is that the high and the mighty, the privileged who are close to them, will be enjoying such, whereas other people who have lesser value in the society, according to them, in the social structure, will be made to face the law.
Okay.
It is very, very wrong. It is a technical jailbreak. But that is your law. If you don't like it, change the law.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Titi Lockbet. If you don't like it, go to court. Welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio, please.
I'm doing immediately. How are you, my dear?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Disquiet, calling you from Oshodi, the city in the center of universe. Now, this committee that recommends all these people to Mr. President, for me, in our position of authority of vast power, I will dissolve them. Let them put another committee that will do a tangible work for Nigeria. This Soros is taught our Commonwealth, taken to court, confiscated, and you are not taking them, you are not giving a pardon. Which kind of pardon is that? Those who carry cocaine, who carry this, how you are pardon? No. The woman that killed her husband, how many years in prison? All those supposed to be pardoned. And for me, I want Mr. President to review all this thing. Let them, those who supposed to be still remain in prison, let them remain there. And finally, ASUU, the agreement for year 2009, they are still, they have to sit down, draw another agenda, renegotiate, and let our children remain at school. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. 0201277093. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Join the conversation. I would love to hear from you. But quickly, let me read some messages and then we'll come back to the phone line, shall we? AB Ambo here says, one of the consequences of the president's irresponsible use of his power to pardon convicted felons is that advocates of jungle justice will point to the recent presidential pardons by his administration as valid reasons for mob justice. Did we give that a thought? Because people might just want to throw caution to the wind because some president might just come and say, I pardon you all. What about the husband of Maryam Sanda? How are her family members supposed to feel? Joseph Obano here says, good afternoon. On academic staff union strike, it is very unfortunate our lecturers demand too much. They should reconsider their decisions for the benefit of our children. Okay. I'm going to move away from that. But if you are live on our YouTube, post your comments. I would like to read from you on our live stream on YouTube. Post your comments. Yes, I see so many of you. Post your comments on our live stream. Okay. Let me go to WhatsApp quickly and read some of the messages. This one says, Dear Maryann, how would NDLEA and other law enforcement agents feel with the pardon? A kingdom divided against itself, I'm sure that's what you wanted to write, cannot stand. Only the wise can relate. Olumak from the United Kingdom, thank you, Olu. This one says, this wave of defections to the ruling party is so disheartening, especially at a time when Nigerians need a viable opposition to challenge the APC. I used to think Diri is one of the most faithful governors in the PDP, but now he is leaving. For the list of pardonees, a criminal is a criminal. Truly, but Maryann, this list contains people that with hardened and serial crimes and shouldn't be pardoned. I guess the preparation for the snatching of ballot boxes in 2027 has just begun with this release. Michael. This one says, let the president pardon Satan also. This doesn't look like Nigeria. Okay. This one here says, before a woman kills you, you better attack first. Tennis, what does this even mean? I don't understand what this means. What does this have to do with what I'm talking about? Explain, please. Chris here says, please, why are people aghast about Tinubu pardoning extreme convicted felons? Tinubu is a reflection of a product of our society, or is he from America? See those he pardoned. Those pardoned will have a welcome home party in their community soon. Go for Thanksgiving in our churches next week. December, they will give testimony at Shiloh Redeemed Camp and other year-end church programs. January, they will collect chieftaincy titles from their Oba and Obis. I didn't mean to laugh, sorry. That laughter was left for Christmas. It's who we are and not Tinubu. Chris. Interesting perspective, because we always want to point fingers, but the rest is pointing to us. So Chris, are you telling me that if you were in Tinubu's position, you do the same thing? Aderemi from Mushin says, Shore led is to lead a sorry, that's not for me. It is very unfortunate that the possible outcome of 2027 is playing out in our very eyes, while some of us are still comparing 22 governors under Jonathan and he lost the election. Tinubu is a different ball game. His composition of executive, legislative and judiciary same like as it were under Jonathan. What about fragmented opposition parties? Was it like this under Jonathan? Let us demand good governance and accountability from this president. Tinubu to enjoy dividends of democracy than channeling our energies on how to stop him, while most governors have been brought over with oil subsidy removal, huge allocations to them. How do you demand accountability from someone who doesn't care about being accountable? And are your governors accountable? Should the president be accountable? Is there accountability anywhere in this country? Asking for a friend. This one here is from Deme. He says, ASUU on a 2 weeks warning strike. The federal government should meet up with the demands of ASUU as they are on a 2 week warning strike rather than saying no work, no pay, so as to avoid a full-scale strike, which will greatly affect the academic calendar. Okay, well, everyone's calling everyone's bluff. Olushogajai here says, only time you see governments responding swiftly in action is when they want to deny a publication about them that doesn't protect their lives. According to them, this message is not for me, right? Let's move on. When teachers demand the bare minimum, better pay, reset funding and functioning university system, the government's response is always a threat, not dialogue. The same lecturers who build nations through knowledge are now being told no work, no pay. ASUU's struggle isn't just about salary. It's about saving what's left of our universities from total decay. Every nation that silences its stinkers will only pay the price of ignorance. Okay, thank you, Lushaga. Lan from Lekki here says, good day. The president's pardoning of drug peddlers, kidnappers, bandits, killers, terrorism, robbery and other crimes, this has made the efforts of the NDLEA and other security agencies of no effect, by and large encouraging increases in crime and making the nation's citizens more prone to attacks. As Nigerians, please let's be vigilant and report any suspicious moves around. Okay, Nigeria will bounce back to its former glory in a bigger way. Lan, how? Is it because of the pardoning we're going to bounce back? I just want to know. Adam Sinikoridu here says, Tinubu pardons the drug barons and kidnappers because those that sent them on message are now in the political corridors and they quickly use the chance to set them free. Okay. Femi from Idimu says, anyone who's surprised by the attitude of this government and the pardon granted to about 170 convicted individuals is either the person is not a student of history or just being unnecessarily delusional. This development is further confirmed that the leader of this government has zero integrity and no iota of value whatsoever. Back to the phone lines. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. What are your thoughts? Could the president have used his prerogative of mercy better? And what names should have been on that list and what names should not be on the list is the question I'm asking. On WhatsApp, it's 0809597585. You could join us on the phone lines 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. Send us a message on X. Use the hashtag Hard Facts. This is Hard Facts. My name is Maryann Okon. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yes, Miriam, I'm Pastor Ambrose calling back.
All right.
Yes, Miriam, these people are de-educating Nigerians. When they had the opportunity, the foreigners gave them good education. We know how many years now it cost for these people, our children, to go to school. Miriam, the issue of this politician, pardon, let me tell you something. Even the politicians looting, to me, is even worse than drug barons, because those ones they just do part of it. Politicians, they loot the country dry. They loot our common patrimony. When Buhari wanted to release, he released Dari, he released this Jolly Tanko Nyame. These people, they stole the common patrimony of their state, and then he released them. Now this man is releasing drug barons. The drug barons. What about the people, there are innocent Nigerians here who didn't commit any crime.
All right.
They are there.
All right.
So, Maryam, this is very unfortunate.
Thank you, Ambrose, for calling. I do appreciate it. 0201-277-0993. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon, Maryann.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, it's Emmanuel speaking to you from Ekpe.
Go ahead.
I don't think Buba Mara is going to feel somehow, because his wife was part of the presidential campaign. And she will probably have known the people she was working with and their lifestyle. So, because your lifestyle will project what you are going to do. That is about that. As for the people defecting to APC, I don't think Nigerians should take them serious. However, I want to say this. Your political alliance is going to make or mar you, in the future. Because if you remember the 2015 election, a lot of people lose the election because of the side they wear, then. And a lot of people won election because of the side they wear. So it's neither here nor there, but Nigerians should not be, for the fact that you are in APC doesn't give you automatic ticket to win. If even in 2027, it might be the reason why you could lose election. And then for ASUU, I'm surprised after everything, every promise the president and then the Minister of Education has promised Nigerians, ASUU is going on strike, which simply means that these people don't have interest of our education. Good afternoon to you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. In case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in the Italian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. On the big three, on the big weekend, we've been looking at, of course, Mr. President's list of pardon, prerogative of mercy, if you like. Atiku has queried that list and his intentions. The ADC has outrightly said, well, you can't be fighting drugs and pardoning drug barons. Yeah. Welcome to Nigeria. Join the conversation. Bishop Adegoke here on Facebook Live says, whether Jonathan Bubu and Tinubu, the people they should be giving prerogative of mercy are the innocent ones in prison, those awaiting trials. They should be swiftly addressed. Why Tinubu's case is different is that he released hardened criminals, drug dealers and killers. He should be releasing prisoners with minor cases like wandering, bribery, stealing gold, generators, etc. Okay, interesting. Someone says, let him bring Nnamdi Kanu instead of bring drug dealers and murderers. Welcome to Hard Facts. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Madam, my name is Robert.
Go ahead.
I'm calling you from Apapa.
Go ahead, please.
Madam, I think what we are saying is that this in their helm now, people smoke it and police will just catch them. So if somebody can release people that carry cocaine, I think it should be a small thing. Madam, do you know that most of these policemen that arrest criminals, they put their life in the life. Some of them die. They die on the process of arresting them. Even this agency that Marwa is heading, I sorry for that man and his men. How would you feel? You battling people that are taking cocaine, smuggling cocaine, and at the end of the day, they say, okay, go after some years. It's bad. The president should not turn our. I know it is right to say pardon people, but the kind of people you pardon. I mean, you don't try to turn our country to a society of criminals. The world should not be a laughing stock to the outside world.
Okay.
I don't know. Those people now, they are coming now. They don't have job. What do you think they will be doing, Maryam?
Okay.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much for calling. We do appreciate it. On X, I'd like to read some of your messages. Don't forget, use the hashtag Hard Facts. That way I know that your message is coming to me. Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Anonymous, please.
Okay.
My comment is quite brief, but it goes like this. At this very moment, do you know that living in Nigeria is quite a thing, because you might just lose your sanity with the way that these people are handling the affairs of this country. You might wake up one day and then you just lose it, just like that, and begin to behave like somebody who is mad. Thank you and well done.
Thank you very much. I totally understand where you're coming from. It's draining. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Princess Maryann, good evening, good afternoon.
Welcome, Peter. Go ahead.
Yeah, quickly on the defection, let me quickly react this way. I'm just sorry that PDP keeps running from pillar to post in the event to secure another time. I give an example. This current APC, AD then controls 6 parts of the country, the west, the southwest. And when they began to lose their positions to PDP, Lagos still talk to that AD. And look at the AD has metamorphosed to APC, and look at how they are waxing strong. Even when other AD part of the state were moving, they did not move. And they are still standing. So I wonder why PDP will be running to other political parties in order to secure another term. For me, it doesn't go that way. As somebody said, you might go to the next political party and you lose. You don't know what your former party is cooking for you.
Well, I'm really hoping that the states that these governors are running to the APC make sure that the governors lose. They make sure. I hope that they make sure those governors lose.
Well, it is the tactics of Mr. President. Then for ASUU and whatsoever, it is always a game. And federal government will always come say no work, no pay. Then quickly, if I were Marwa, after having done this hard work to read drug as I've done a lot in Lagos State, I will resign. I won't blame Mr. President. After all, it was the think tank that led Jonathan, because Jonathan was not winning the war. He used Boko Haram, and today you are releasing all those Boko Haram, all those drug barons into it. And why campaign against Jonathan to remove Jonathan? I think this philosophy should take him out for 2027. Good afternoon.
Well, should being the abrating word. Sincerely, I think you might not like it, but I think that if you ran for example, for the governors who were in the states, for example, Akwa Ibom State Governor, what's pursuing him? Your predecessors all ran on the same platform. They have a blueprint. You have a job to do. You haven't even started doing the job. Umoeno. You've jumped to APC. Maybe because he doesn't want to do the job. Because you see, once you are in the APC, it's free ride. Everything is, we just endorse the president and we chill. Maybe no accountability. I'm thinking. And for an Enugu State governor who's a very well-performing governor, what's the issue? So, if you think your governor is performing, whether he's in the APC or the PDP, then vote for him. But if it's a non-performing governor that's jumping because he wants out of greed, wants to belong so that he doesn't lose his seat and has not done anything, teach them a lesson. But are we ready to do it? Is the question. Can we do it? Are we resolute enough, or will they divide us with some 10, 50,000, 100,000, as the case may be? Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
What's your name? Where are you calling from? Turn off your radio, please.
I am Boyeson calling from Afromedia.
Go ahead.
Maryam.
Boyeson, turn off your radio. Turn off your radio. I'll tell you one more time.
Hey, but my radio is off away from me now. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. You see, the governor of Enugu State, I don't blame him. He can go to anywhere. Let him continue. But those people like him, we are ready for them. Come 2027, let them jump to APC. This same APC that is just against the people. Look at your president now. Our president. Look at the way he's handling the issue of clemency or whatever you call him, or you call it. It's appalling. This APC government is ready to destroy this country, and we are not doing anything about it. I am sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Boyson, for calling. Well, Lagos, we're going to have to leave it here in a bit because I have about 20 seconds. Let me read this quick and interesting message on Facebook Live. Ebenezer Kutfam says, it's so unfortunate to be part of this country or associated with it. It's so disheartening that every week we get new annoying updates. And finally, Peter Friday says, this our country, Nigeria, sweet. So if you get level very soon, we'll give Yahoo boys national honor. May not be our portion. We've got to go.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.